Love for Love, a comedy. Nudus acris, nudus numis paternis. Incenere parat certa ratione medoque. Horace. Prologue.
The husbandman in vain renews his toil to cultivate each year a hungry soil, and fondly hopes for rich and generous fruit, when what should feed the tree devours the root. The unladen boughs he sees bode certain dearth, unless transplanted to more kindly earth. So the poor husbands of the stage, who found their labors lost upon ungrateful ground, this last and only remedy have proved, and hope new fruit from ancient stocks removed. Well may they hope, when you so kindly aid, well plant the soil which you so rich have made. As nature gave the world to man's first age, so from your bounty we receive this stage. The freedom man was born to, you've restored, and to our world such plenty you afford. It seems like Eden, fruitful of its own accord. But since in paradise frail flesh gave way, and when but two were made, both went astray, forbear your wonder, and the fault forgive, if in our larger family we grieve one falling Adam and one tempted Eve. We who remain would gratefully repay what our endeavors can, and bring this day the first fruit offering of a virgin play. We hope there's something that may please each taste, and though of homely fare we make the feast, yet you will find variety at least. There's humor, which for cheerful friends we got, and for the thinking party, there's a plot. We've something, too, to gratify ill nature, if there be any here, and that is satire. Though satire scarce dares grin, 'tis grown so mild, or only shows its teeth as if it smiled. As asses' thistles, poets mumble wit, and dare not bite for fear of being bit. They hold their pens as swords are held by fools, and are afraid to use their own edge tools. Since the plain dealers' scenes of manly rage, not one has dared to lash this crying age. This time the poet owns the bold essay, yet hopes there's no ill manners in his play, and he declares by me he has designed affront to none, but frankly speaks his mind. And should the ensuing scenes not chance to hit, he offers but this one excuse: 'twas writ before your late encouragement of wit.
Dramatis Personae.
Sir Sampson Legend, father to Valentine and Ben, read by Adrian Stevens.
Valentine, fallen under his father's displeasure by his expensive way of living, in love with Angelica, read by Tommy Hersant, Carlsbad, California.
Scandal, his friend, a free speaker, read by Andrew James.
Tattle, a half-witted beau, vain of his amours, yet valuing himself for secrecy, read by Son of the Exiles.
Ben, Sir Sampson's younger son, half homebred and half sea-bred, designed to marry Miss Prue, read by Thomas Peter.
Foresight, an
Reflections, read by Michael Knox. The scene in London. Act 1, Scene 1. Valentine in his chamber reading. Jeremy waiting. Several books upon the table.
Jeremy,
Sir?
here, take away. I'll walk a turn and digest what I have read.
Jeremy, aside and taking away the books.
You will grow devilish fat upon this paper diet.
And ye here, go you to breakfast. There's a page doubled down in Epictetus that is a feast for an emperor.
Was Epictetus a real cook, or did he only write receipts?
Read, sirrah, and refine your appetite. Learn to live upon instruction. Feast your mind and mortify your flesh. Read and take your nourishment in at your eyes. Shut up your mouth and chew the cud of understanding. So Epictetus advises.
Oh, Lord, I have heard much of him when I waited upon a gentleman at Cambridge. Pray, what was that Epictetus?
A very rich man, not worth a groat.
And so he has made a very fine feast, where there is nothing to be eaten.
Yes.
Sir, you're a gentleman, and probably understand this fine feeding. But if you please, I'd rather be at board wages. Does your Epictetus or your Seneca here, or any of these poor rich rogues, teach you how to pay your debts without money? Will they shut up the mouths of your creditors? Will Plato be bail for you, or Diogenes, because he understands confinement and lived in a tub, go to prison for you? Slife, sir, what do you mean to view yourself up here with 3 or 4 musty books in commendation of starving and poverty?
Why, sirrah, I have no money, you know it, and therefore resolve to rail at all that have. And in that I but follow the examples of the wisest and wittiest men in all ages. These poets and philosophers whom you naturally hate for just such another reason. Because they abound in sense, and you are a fool.
Aye, sir, I am a fool, and I know it. And yet, heaven help me, I'm poor enough to be a wit. But I was always a fool when I told you what your expenses would bring you to. Your coaches and your liveries, your treats and your balls, your being in love with a lady that did not care a farthing for you in your prosperity, and keeping company with wit.